Once by the side of a clear, sparkling river lived a pair of cranes. They had built a cozy nest high up in a tree, a place they felt was safe to start their family. One day, the female crane laid 3 beautiful eggs. For the first time, the 2 cranes were filled with joy and excitement, dreaming of the day their chicks would hatch. Every day, they lovingly cared for the eggs, eager to meet their little ones. But what they did not know was that these eggs would soon lead to a series of sad events. One sunny morning, the cranes left their nests to find food at a nearby part of the river. The water was full of fish, so they quickly filled their bellies and headed back, eager to see their eggs again. But when they returned, their hearts sank. The eggs were gone. The cranes searched everywhere, but there was no sign of the eggs or the thief. They were heartbroken, not knowing who had taken their precious future chicks. Hoping to avoid another tragedy, the cranes built a new nest in a different place. Time passed, and the female crane laid more eggs. This time, the male crane went out to find food while the female stayed behind to guard the nest. They followed this routine every day, hoping their new eggs would be safe. But then one morning, the male crane returned to find his mate crying. The eggs were gone. Again, this time, the female crane knew who had stolen them. A snake had come and eaten the eggs. When she tried to fight it, the snake turned on her, forcing her to step back and watch helplessly as it devoured the eggs right in front of her. The male crane, filled with anger and despair, went to his wise friend, the crab, and told him about their troubles. "I don't know what to do," he said. "The snake has taken our eggs again." The crab, calm and thoughtful, said, "Don't worry, my friend. We'll figure something out together." After thinking for a while, the crab came up with a plan. He whispered it to the male crane, who felt a glimmer of hope. He rushed back to his mate to share the idea, eager to finally protect their family. "Are you sure this will work?" The female crane asked, worried. "We can't afford another mistake." But the male crane, determined, replied, "We have to do something." When the female crane laid her eggs again, they put the plan into action. The next day, the male crane flew to the riverbank and caught small fish. He then placed the fish in a trail leading from a mongoose's burrow all the way to their tree. Meanwhile, he flew over to the snake's den and loudly announced that they had eggs again, hoping to lure the snake out. He knew it was risky, but doing nothing meant the snake would find them eventually anyway. Soon, the mongoose, smelling the fish, followed the trail until it reached the tree. Just as it arrived, it saw the snake slithering up toward the nest. Thinking the snake was a threat, the mongoose attacked. The 2 animals fought fiercely, each trying to overpower the other. The battle raged on until finally, the mongoose killed the snake. From their nest, the cranes watched and sighed in relief. Their tormentor was gone, but their relief didn't last long. The next day when the cranes returned from fishing, they were shocked to see the mongoose climbing down from their tree. Rushing to their nest, they discovered the mongoose had eaten all their eggs. This new predator was even worse than the snake. Friends, this story is a lot like the challenges we face in life. Sometimes, in our desperation to solve a problem, we make quick decisions without thinking about the consequences, and things can get even worse. For example, people often turn to quick fixes like loans to solve financial problems, only to end up with even bigger troubles. So, be careful with solutions that seem too easy. Try to stay calm and think clearly, even in tough times. Always consider the long-term consequences of your actions so that you can solve your problems the right way. Do not forget to leave a like and a positive comment to keep us motivated in sharing more inspirational stories. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you, and see you in the next one.